Hello everyone, Pedigreedmoth here, and today we have a new type of video for the channel, and it's going to be a Stories Untold supercut. Sorry, hold on. Stories Untold supercut! This will be a longer video containing all 4 episodes of Stories Untold from start to finish, with minor changes to the first episode just to kind of speed it along a little bit. The other ones were pretty much left intact, but it'll give you a great way to watch all of them in one place. So to start, we're going to start obviously with episode 1, The House Abandoned. In this episode, we did have a problem with the audio tracks. Both my mic and the game audio were recorded on the same track, so there are a little bit of balancing issues, but overall I think it still worked out pretty good, and I hope you enjoy. And don't forget to check in the description for this video's mystery item. All right, here we go. So let's jump into The House Abandoned, episode 1. Alright, so we got this old TV. What is that? Oh, The House Abandoned. Interactive horror adventure. You pull up to the driveway of the family holiday home and park the car. It's dark, but it is an idyllic as you remember from all that time ago. You remember being told to look in the glove box before going in. It's good to be back. So, do we just type in, look in the glove box? Glove box is closed but appears to be unlocked. Open the glove box. Inside is a key and a handwritten note from Dad. You take both. Read note from Dad. This note is from your dad and reads, "Hi son, hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator around back to get power and lights on. Also, found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy."
Hi.
Okay.
Exit car. You open the car door and step out. The house is grand, sat perfectly amongst the trees. In front of you is the front door, and the yard stretches around the side of the house. Let's see, we needed to go around to the back of the house to turn on the power. Look around the side of the house. The trees stretch up to the night sky. There is the house and the yard. Go to the yard. You take a walk around to the yard. The yard has been well maintained. You spend a lot of time here with your family on holiday trips. Good memories. Go to back house. You walk around the back to the front. I didn't want to go to the front. I wanted to go to the back. Go to the back. Where would you like to go? Back of the house. Go to generator. How about that? Generator. I'm sorry, I do not understand. We'll figure it out. Go to the side of the house. Need to use a key. Use key. You insert the key and turn. The door lock clicks open. Open door. Step inside the front door. You enter the house to the hallway. It's dark and you can't see anything. You feel a light switch next to the door, however. Flip the switch. Flip on the light switch. A click and nothing. There is no power. We knew that. The note should say how to resolve it. Exit house. Go to yard. Take a walk around to the yard. Yard has been well maintained. Spend a lot of time here with your family on holiday trips. Good memories. Look around. You see a generator on the back wall of the house. Thank you. Go to generator. You are standing next to the generator. Turn on generator. You switch the generator on and it whirs to life. The house is still dark. Flip the light switch. You flick the light switch and the lights come on. The hallway is now brightly lit. There is access to the kitchen and the living room here, as well as a set of stairs going up. I guess first we're going to go check out the room, because that's our dad said he left something up there, which hopefully isn't creepy. Go upstairs. Walk up the stairs to the landing. The stairwell landing. There is a bathroom and 2 bedrooms, yours and your sister's. Pictures adorn the walls, images of happy times. Look at pictures. Family photos and holiday snaps. Our happy family. Go to my bedroom. You walk to your old room. Your old bedroom. So many good memories in here, and it's been preserved so well. On the desk is a gift wrap box. That must be the one from Dad. Look at box. A large gift wrap present. The tag says your name. Pedigreedmoth. Oh, let's see if we can read tag. Okay, open the gift. You unwrap the gift excitedly. You can't believe it. Dad has found your old computer, a Futuro, 120K plus 2. It has been preserved well in the attic and hopefully still works. Press enter to continue. Tap. Your old bedroom. So many good memories in here, and it's been preserved so well. On your desk is a Futuro 128K plus 2 computer and a copy of The House Abandoned. It's all still to be set up though. Inspect computer. It's a Futuro 128K plus 2 with tape loader and a copy of The House Abandoned. Set up computer. You start to plug in the various cables and leads. The computer is all set up and ready to go. There is a game here too. Insert game. Insert game into computer. Look at game. The new horror game called The House Abandoned. Looks ace. Objection! Put game into computer. Shouldn't be that hard. Okay. We have the computer all set up. We have a game. Take the game. Put it in the computer. Put game in computer. Put game into tape deck.
2 very boring minutes later.
Okay, so I don't... What am I doing here? Play game. Thank you. You put the cassette in the computer and press play. Shit. Okay. Okay. Here we go. What does that say? What does that say? Get out? You pull up the driveway of the family holiday home and park the car. It's dark, but it's clearly neglected. You remember being told to check the glove box before going in. You can't stand to be near this place. Okay. Glove box. Inside is a key and a handwritten note from Dad. You take both. Check note. You don't recognize the handwriting. It says, "Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Get out the car, get out. Get out the car, get out, get out, get out the car." And so on. Exit the car. You force the warped car door open and fall out. The house looks abandoned. There is a yard to the side. Wood creaks in the wind. And all the happy memories are gone from this place. There is no love here.
What happened? No love for Eddie. You don't hug me.
Okay. Go to the side of the house. Door appears to be locked. You will need to use the key. Back. Go to yard. You step through the debris to the backyard. The grass is overgrown. The weeds crawl up the side of the house. It's not a nice place to be. You clutch the note, needing to look around. Look around. There is an old generator next to you. Check it. Check. Generator. Look at generator. The old generator can supply power to the house. Turn on generator. There isn't much fuel, but the generator starts up. Go to your house. Go back to the front of the house. The door appears to be locked. You will need to use the key. Use the key. You unlock the door. Click at the lock. It hurts to hear. The door. You reluctantly step inside the front door. Pitch black, but your senses are punished more by the smell, stale air, and damp. This could not be less inviting. The note burns in your hands. You feel compelled to read it over and over. Read the note. It's too dark to read, but it feels weird to the touch. Flip the light switch. Afraid of what you might see, you flick the light switch. The lights flicker on and off. The walls are falling apart. After years of neglect, or worse, there are stains and trails. Upstairs, the sound of an alarm clock blaring. Someone else is in the house. That can't be. Stop. Make it stop, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop.
A few minutes later.
Turn off. Oh god, can I... Stop.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Stop. Make it stop. Make it stop. Make it stop.
Thousands of tears later.
Alarm. Please don't tell me I was just typing it wrong the whole time. You're still in the hallway. The noise has stopped, but now you feel a presence. Someone is in the house. They should not be here. There's a kitchen and a living room adjacent, and stairs leading up. The note feels disgusting in your hands. Check note. The note in my hands. Go to kitchen. Go into the kitchen. The kitchen stinks and feels completely unfamiliar. The tabletops are rusted metal, and there is a carcass on the table. There is writing on the wall, and the utility room door has a red X painted on it. Look for knife. Look around. There seems to be writing on the wall and what looks like blood. Check drawer. Okay, so let's check the door with the X. Check the door. Look at the door. There's a red X on the door. You assume it's paint. Yeah, must be paint. It feels like the note. The door is locked. I can't get in there. Not yet. Okay. Go to living room. Exit. Step back to the hallway. Your shoes are wet. You are still in the hallway. The noise has stopped, but you feel a presence. Someone is in the house. They should not be here. There is a kitchen and a living room adjacent, and the stairs leading up. The note feels disgusting in your hands. Well, guess let's go upstairs and find out what happens. Go upstairs. You head up the stairs. They creak. Same but different. The landing has access to your sister's room, your room, and the bathroom. Pictures are all over the wall. Voices spill out of the phone and into the room. Whoever is in there should not be there. You need to hang up the phone. I do. Whoever. You must consider the worst. Hang up. Relief. Pictures. The pictures are of your family. The eyes have been scored out on all. Okay. Check sister's room. Go to sister's room. Jennifer's room is boarded up. You can't bear this. Look inside. Go to my room. The door is bolted shut with a 4-digit combination lock. Look at the lock. Look at the combination lock. Enter code 9999 from the clock into lock. Grab the lock. The lock is rusted, not used in years. The key in your hand weighs heavy, the note heavier. You grab the lock and can now input the code. Need a working 4-digit code. You know it's in this house somewhere. Okay, so it's not 9999. Go downstairs. You let go of the lock. Go downstairs. You go back downstairs. You are still in the hallway. The noise has stopped, but you feel a presence. Someone is in the house, and they shouldn't be here. We're going to the living room. Go to living room. You enter the living room. The living room, although hardly an appropriate term. The furniture is threadbare and worn. The note is fixed in your mind. Dread fills the pit of your stomach. This is not a nice place. Look around. Run down and empty, abandoned, and for good reason. All right, go to kitchen. Exit. Return to the hallway. Go to kitchen. You go into the kitchen. Kitchen stinks and feels completely unfamiliar. The tabletops are rusted metal, and there is a carcass on the table. There is writing on the wall, and the utility room door has a red X painted on it. Read the writing. In blood, the number 1986 is smeared across the wall. I guess that's the code. Exit. Shoes are wet. Oh, it wrote it. It wrote it on the wall. Go upstairs. You head up the stairs to where the noise came from. They stairs creak. Go to my room. Door is bolted shut with a 4-digit combination. Enter combination. You grab the lock. The lock is rusted, not used in years. The key in your hand weighs heavy, the note heavier. You grab the lock and can now input the code. 1986. Alright, here we go. The lock clicks open. Open the door. No, let's go. Go to my room. The door is closed. Open the door. You open the bedroom door. Look around. Landing is bare and worn. Photos adorned. The wall, all misaligned. Enter my room. Enter your bedroom. Bedroom feels utterly familiar. The walls are damp, but you've been there before. In front of you, a lone person sits in the computer on the screen. The lamp is on. The clock reads 9999. You shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. You grip the note tight. Talk to the person. You struggle out a hello. Everything you say, I say. Everything you are, I am. A feeling of hopelessness. Your grip on the note tightens further. Huh. Hear him breathing. Don't want to turn around. I can't look at you. Read the note. Sorry, Jennifer. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad. You haunt every step I take, even in this place. It was out of my hands, but still you punish me. I can be with you now. There is nothing left to do. I am consumed and confused. This has to end now. You are pathetic. It was all your fault. Say it. No. Oh, please stop. You stop. It was all my fault. Say it. No. Just say it. Ever. Just say it. It. Haha. You will not win. It wasn't my fault. It was all my fault. Finally. And that brings about the end of episode 1. Episode 1 to me was a very interesting game. It definitely brings you headfirst into the type of gameplay that you can expect with this anthology series, and it really kind of sets the tone moving forward. If you made it this far in the video, why don't you leave a comment down below containing the word house. House. That way I know that you've made it to at least this point in the video. But don't tell anyone. Just string it into a sentence nonchalantly, and we'll know. People who have made it this far, when we're reading the comments, we'll see the comments with the word house in it. We'll know you made it this far into the video. That being said, the next episode is episode 2, the lab conduct. This episode does contain a large amount of flashing lights and images. So if you are susceptible to those type of things, definitely go into this next part with a little bit of a warning. So let's get started with episode 2. All right, what do we got here?
This is subject 12/19/86/23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander leading, assisted by Dr. Williams, and in the lab itself, our volunteer, Mr. Asian.
I guess I'm Mr.
We
Asian
have
then.
artifact 23 in the chamber, recovered from crash site B.
Yes.
At the moment it appears inert, showing no signs of activity. Mr. Asian, instructions for each stage will come through to your terminal, and we need you to follow them exactly.
Okay, so we have to follow them exactly.
Some of this may
No
be
details.
unfamiliar, so always reference the manual on your terminal for guides on calibration and procedure.
Okay.
Once you've calibrated equipment to match our brief, the green light will flash, allowing you to trigger the experiment.
I'm may
One last
proceed when
thing.
the light flashes green.
Ensure that any equipment non-essential to the current experiment is switched off. You cannot proceed until your calibration matches ours.
So turn off everything that's
When
not
you're
being
ready,
used.
let's bring this back.
Okay. All right. I guess we're going to figure this out as we go. We've got Experiment 1, Internal Analysis. Subject J1986-MEM is enclosed in solid outer layers. X-ray the artifact to determine its internal structure. We're needing to do an X-ray of whatever the artifact is. So let's check out 1. Required apparatus. Camera, monitor, set to X-ray. Charge CC86 X-ray device. All right, so we're gonna tab over. Let's check out the lab. CC86. This is gonna be the X-ray. Oh boy. It's a lot of machines. Go ahead and turn that on and set it to X-ray. Nice. We need to make sure that everything else is off. I don't know what this is. Everything seems off. X-rays on. Camera, I guess, is this appear? There we go. Awaiting X-ray data.
Okay, good work. The X-ray is coming through now.
Cool.
There's no visible damage to the surrounding organic material, and no signs of activity either. All output is flatlined. Okay, let's begin.
Experiment complete. Press enter to receive new experiment task. Got it. Demonstrate the effects of laser light on the object. Try using low-powered red laser to begin with. All right, so let's check out laser lights. Red is 650 nanometers. Monitor set to RGB. Light generator set to wavelength. And that's it. Cool. So we can turn the laser to 650. Turn off the camera because this one doesn't need the camera. And switch this to... Got this. Do we need the camera on? Yeah, it looks like we do need the camera on even if it doesn't say camera. Does it say camera? Does not mention camera here, but... Okay. Should be ready to blast it. Is that a heart? It looks like a heart.
No reaction from first stage. Let's try a high frequency.
Experiment complete. Demonstrate the effects of laser light on the object. Increase the laser energy. Use green laser. Green laser is 510 nanometers. Double check everything else is still off except for the camera, and then start.
Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's
What
keep
kind of
going.
signal?
Increase again.
Demonstrate the effects of laser light. Use the blue laser, which is 455. Blue is 455. Everything else still off. Start it. It does look like a heart.
Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse.
And a
Rhythm is
wrist.
stable. There's no activity registering in the core. It's possibly damaged. Let's push further.
Press enter to receive a new task. Test the acoustic resonance properties of the object. Begin with generating a 250 Hz sine wave with amplifier gain set to 1. Alright, so let's check out acoustic resonance, which is 3. We need a signal generator set to frequency and waveform, and an amplifier set gain. 250 Hz sine wave, 1 gain. Put it on a sine wave. 250. All right. Oh, that's our heartbeat. I guess over here, 60 beats per minute. Is this the? Yes, this is the amplifier. Oh boy, there is no. Right about there. See what happens.
Not much of a response.
Sounds like a gunshot almost from a
Updating the
distance.
experiment now.
Resonant frequency. Increase the frequency to 500 Hz sine wave and amplifier gain of 5. Easy enough. Amplifier up to 5. Uh-oh. Heart shaking.
Seeing some fluctuations in activity. Should we increase? Is there a risk of damage? What about the volunteer?
What volunteer?
Okay, we're going to push further. I'm running out of time. Let's switch around.
Okay. Enter. Alright, switch to square wave, maintaining current frequency and gain.
Seeing good activity on this side. Seeing definite spikes in movement.
What is
I
we
know
doing
this
this
might
for?
seem uncomfortable or dangerous,
Yes, you could say that.
but you need to trust us and keep going.
I feel like it's one of those experiments where it's like, oh, let's see how far they will take it. Just press the button because it's orders. But I don't know what else to do, so I'm gonna press buttons. Let's maintain the gain 5 and the square waveform. Bring the waveform frequency up to 1K Hertz. Still square, still 5. 1000 Hertz. Here we go. Higher. Turn it to 11. Stop. Ooh, so close. So close. Back down 1. And press the button. Doesn't look good.
Full activity registering. We did it.
We exploded it.
Can you hear us? You've made excellent progress. You're doing great. Now we need you to stay calm and try to relax as we go through these next steps.
What next steps?
We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Whose? Like who? The protective casing is off. Proceed to drill the surface. Okay, drill press. Ensure all other equipment except the camera and TV are switched off. When ready, trigger Syncomatic as normal to begin the drill insertion. On. What are we even at?
How do you feel? Don't be scared. We have the situation under control.
Do we?
Take a few moments, and when you're ready, we'll continue.
Okay. Make contact with the artifact. Open the test chamber. I don't know if that sounds like a good idea, but...
Stay calm. You're doing fine. Don't be afraid.
But what is it?
I'm sorry to have to do this, but we have to know. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. It's time to remember.
Remember what? What is happening?
Don't try to speak. Stay calm.
Okay.
You're a proxy now. You have a connection to the entity's inner core.
Whoa.
It's like a conscious black box. It can show you its memories. Look into it. The visions will translate onto the screen to be something that you can understand, that you can play out.
Okay. New data connection ready. Let's... Okay.
Remarkable. You can navigate its memories. Use the computer. Work your way through.
So these are its memories, the entity. Interesting. You wake up in the cryopod. Struggling against gravity, you force yourself up. Impact into the planet's surface has torn a hole in the ship's hull. Poisonous atmosphere spills into your craft. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Let's try look around. Craft is broken beyond repair. There's wreckage all around. An airlock door is locked tight, and computer terminals adjacent blinks. Go to terminal. You are now stood next to the computer terminal. Use terminal. You tap at the screen and the airlock door sputters to life, slowly opening with a horrendous noise. The ship powers down to silence, having spent the last of its reserves. Exit airlock.
This organ was taken from what we think was the leader. These memories are different. They're not like the others. There's more detail here. Less hazy. Lean in. See what else it hides.
Alright. Flashing lights. Let's go.
This is incredible. Are we getting all of this? It's describing the moment we found the ship. Mr. Asian, please continue.
You squeeze through the damaged airlock and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. You look around to see you are surrounded by mangled metal. Bright lights pour through every gap in the surrounding wreckage. Start with the good old handy look around. A crash site. Smoke billows from the downed ship, exterior lights flicking on and off. Wreckage surrounds you. Looking upwards, you see unfamiliar star patterns. Alright, we're at a crash site. Let's look at the wreckage. Wreckage surrounds you. Some of the metal will have to be moved in order to free yourself. Okay. Let's move metal. With every ounce of your remaining strength, you move away enough of the wreckage for you to carefully crawl through. The lights that surround you now attack your senses. Look around. A circle of artificial lights surround you, set up to illuminate the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. The guy said that we're seeing the wreckage, like when they found him. So that means that these people that are here are the people that found this being and the crash site, I'm guessing. So I'm gonna try to, I guess, speak to the silhouette.
Your heart rate is elevated, but you're doing well. For what it's worth, very few of our test subjects ever make it this far.
I guess that's good.
You should be proud of yourself.
Alright, we're about to dive back into the flashing sequences. Did they dissect? Bleeding. We awake. The room is silent only for the quiet hum of equipment and occasional machine beep. Your touch isn't yours. We are all as one. We move together in unison. We are in bed in a small artificially lit room with a single door. There is some sort of writing pinned to the wall.
This doesn't add up. We didn't put this entity in quarantine. It expired at the crash. Whose memories are these? When did this happen?
Adjacent is a display monitor with wires that drape across the room and into your chest. They have tortured us. Read the writing. Symbols seem to indicate where on your body they had to cut. We've been butchered and maimed over and over. Look at wires. A series of wires leave the machine and run across to your chest, attached in different places. We aren't sure if the black fluid is going in or coming out. Collective discomfort. Remove wires.
What just happened? What's that alarm?
There's been a disconnection in quarantine lab 15.
We'll find out what's going on.
We yank at the wires protruding from our chest. Together, we all scream in pain. This action sets off an alarm, echoing loudly down the adjacent corridor. Exit room.
Doctor, specimen 20 has left lab 15. It's on the move.
My God. That vision. It's not a memory, it's happening right now. Mr. Asian, I need you to stop what you're doing, please.
We could try and stop, or we could dive right back in. Let's see what this guy has to offer. Sounds like a Through the door, we find ourselves in an empty room with a device on the table. It looks familiar. They don't know how it works, but this host does. The door closes behind us and a lock clamps shut. We are alone / together. Talk. No. It is some sort of preparation room. There are markings on more sheets, with a door and a window on one side. The door we came through has been locked shut, and the other door had an orange alarm light above it. In the center of the room, a table holding only a small device taken from yours. It's our ship. Grab device.
Mr. Asian, it is using you to control the other entities remotely. Please do not continue. You must cooperate with us.
It was an access code terminal for a wide connection, allowing commanders to commandeer other hosts. Only we have access to these codes. So, are we now part of a hive mind? Is that what is happening here? Use the codes.
What is that? We haven't seen that before. What is it doing?
It's using the tool we recovered from the crash site. It's in our systems. It's sending something across the network. It's broadcasting.
Mr. Asian, please. We deeply regret what we have put you through, but please understand it was for the greater good. We had to know more. Rebelling now could be catastrophic. You don't know what this might do to you in the long run.
We don't, but maybe we can dive into the creature. See some glyphs. So yes, we can. It's going to be quite difficult. Okay, so this top one should be infinity symbol. Next we need, which is actually the one it's on. Cool. Alright, this one needs, not that one. Take it. Yeah, this one. Then the last one should be that one.
They're all free. They're converging. It's over.
Oh boy. One of us.
Mr. Asian, please don't do this. We mean you. We mean them no harm. Please, don't do something you'll regret. Wait. One day, Mr. Asian, this will haunt you.
This will haunt you. What a way to end episode 2. Episode 2 was definitely a lot more involved. It definitely had a lot more things going on than episode 1. Definitely a little bit more challenging to kind of understand what exactly it was wanting with some of the machines, but really pulls you into the story and still leaves you wondering kind of what's going on here. So just like before, if you've made it to this point in the video, now I would like you to leave a comment down below that includes the word haunt. If you haven't commented yet from the first part, you can combine the two words together to make a sentence, but leave a sentence below that contains the words so that we know that you made it here. Now, we will move on to episode 3, the station process. This one was definitely had the most challenging puzzles to overcome, most of which the challenge was being able to read what exactly it was wanting us to do, until much later in the video when I found out that you can actually zoom in on the things and make them much clearer. So bear with me as we jump into episode 3.
Station 3, do you read me? Give me a sign, man. This storm is getting pretty wild.
It's like we're at some sort of winter station. A login code here.
3, log in. Quit fucking around.
Alright, let's 0303 1968. Dog's barking in the background. Sorry about that if you can hear it. All right, passcode accepted.
There he is.
Finally, what took you?
Is the microphone still broken in Station 3?
It looks like it's
I'll take that as a yes.
station
Yeah,
3.
can't reply. You should be able to hear you though. Can see activity registering, so your voice is definitely going through.
Oh, okay. We can chat later, 3.
Okay.
Yeah, this is pretty serious. I've had a distress call from Central. There's a situation and we have to fire up signal monitoring and relay systems right away.
What kind of situation?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's got something to do with this storm. Whatever it is, it's big to want to involve us.
Shit. Okay, what do we do then?
Well, my fucking cabin power isn't holding up in this weather, so I can't process the signals myself.
Okay.
2, you need to feed the frequency information through to the backup terminal in Station 3.
Okay.
And 3, you just need to tune, decode, and process. Just refer to the handbook on the microfilm. They'll walk you through it.
Okay.
I've never done any of this stuff, so I'm not going to be much help, I'm afraid.
It's simple, honestly. You could do this in your sleep.
All right.
Okay, first one is due to appear in a minute or so. Have a quick read of that microfilm handbook. It should be on your left.
I'm gonna get suited up and restart the generator. Don't fuck it up.
All right. So we're going to tab over. This should be the microfilm. Okay.
Okay, 3, we're up. Do whatever it is you're supposed to do.
Transmission broadcast frequency 1930. Authorization key. All codes must be treated as confidential. Do not write down authorization key in any form. What am I supposed to... Let's do 1930 FM. Nope, too far. 1930 kHz FM.
Zero, 14, 14, 9, 3.
Okay. Enter. Okay. Code word reference abacus.
14.
Turn this off. Abacus. Abacus will be over here. Eagle, Sigma, Abacus. On the receipt of this callback code, conversation operators must input the following commands into the terminal and execute. sys.exe-d. Alright. Not sus. D. And I believe that is an A. Line 2. Allocate (202-A). Enter. And line 3 is output log false. Enter. Execute. What's wrong with the first line? Is that an E? Maybe it's an E. Got it.
Okay, my light here just turned green and the signal stopped. So I think you did it right. Next one coming up in 30 seconds, apparently.
30 seconds.
Don't leave them hanging too long. I don't know what they're for, but I know we have to make them top priority or I'll get shit.
Okay.
Of course, don't worry, we'll keep on top of it. Okay, there it is. Creepy sounding things, aren't they?
Alright, so we set this to USB, and we go to 3500. 3500.
26, 14, 0, 1, 2.
Good. Code reference Chevron. Alright, let's go find Chevron. Chevron. On receipt of this callback code, conversation operators must put the following lines into the terminal, substituting any dynamic variables, and execute. Reference unit something XYZ. Execute. Okay, so it's not bet int. Set. Set. I think it's an S. It's not set int XYZ.
A few minutes later.
Variable replacement, where X equals second, Y equals fifth, and Z equals sixth number from the broadcast code. Fuck.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
I know the first two lines are good. It says set.int. Again, unless that is a G. It is a G.
Thanks, 3. Just pushing this update to the transmitter now. Getting the hang of it, huh? Next one coming up. 1. What does GCS mean?
GCS? What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Yeah, no, this next one has come through with an additional note. GCS3 equals E1 V1 M1.
I've not seen it before. Check the microfilm. Might be something in there about it. Listen, let me know when you're done with that one. I haven't heard back from the transport team and I'm starting to worry.
Sure thing. Okay, here it is. Whoa. Okay, that's different.
Flashing red screen.
Yeah, quite the warning sign.
Shit. Something's going on. The last two must have just been testing the system. Tune it as normal and I'll see what I can find out once I get these goddamn lights on.
Alright. I wonder what's happening here. So let's get this set to the station. Okay. Great. Alright, so we're gonna have to do Morse code. Alright, let's rotate this so we can see.
1 hour later.
Alright, we got it. Shut that off because it's annoying. So Kansas, live execution. Is that a capital G? Hold up. Got it.
Okay, 1, we're done. Nothing has happened really, all good. What did you want?
I'm about to head outside to look at this generator. My cabin is completely out. Listen, I just checked the roster and we were supposed to hear from the supply team 3 days ago. But I've had nothing.
18
No
targets
responses
scorched
either.
earth.
Shit. The storm?
I hope not. 3, can you monitor a range for me? They use an emergency signal somewhere between 8,500 range. FM. See if you can track it down for me.
That's our supplies for the next 6 months. If they turn back, what do we do?
We can reschedule. I'm more worried that they didn't turn back. Otherwise, we'd be having a drink by now. The boat was called 20F.
20F.
God, yeah. Okay. 3. 8,500 FM somewhere. See if you can pick up a distress signal or something.
Okay, I will do that, but I want to know what happened with the scorched earth targets. Okay, so we heard something.
Emergency broadcast received from Madrid confirms the epidemic has traveled across the Atlantic. They have been sighted, connecting to central population centers and beginning what is being described as a removal.
Removal?
It's not yet known if the anomaly is still moving with weather systems. We'll bring you further updates as they happen.
We heard that one.
3. 8 to 8,500 FM.
Does anyone read? This is supply vessel
Found it.
20F. Do you read me?
Oh my god, that's them.
This is a distress signal from supply vessel 20F. Please respond. Is anyone there?
Okay, how do I respond?
We don't have enough supplies to last whatever this is out. We have some aboard, but it's not enough.
Okay.
Try to turn back, but storm. Or them.
Them.
Have messed with our GPS and sent us straight into the
What
ice.
on earth is he talking about?
We're holed up here. We just got word from Central that New York has fallen.
From what?
Everyone's gone there now. I thought us being so remote would give us time, maybe, but I can see it coming.
Whoo!
Be ready, all of you. It's 20 out.
1, are you there? Are you hearing this?
Lock your door, 2. 3, do the same.
What do you mean? Did you hear the report?
I just got a call from Station B at the coast. Something is happening. I don't know what, but they said we had to lock up and stay in our cabins. Then it went dead.
What are you talking about?
Just do it. They're here.
Who's they?
Who are they? Shit, 1, there's another GCS signal coming in. Do we process it still?
Yeah. As long as the GCS number is going up, we're helping a lot of people.
It was 3 last time. It's 6 this time. What does it mean?
That's good. That's good. Just process the signal.
But what does that mean?
That's it in.
Mike, Zulu, Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo.
Okay, those should be pretty basic.
Mike,
One frozen wasteland later.
Mike,
Alright, so
Zulu,
I think we've got this figured out
Sierra,
somewhat now.
Hotel,
I actually discovered you can
Bravo,
zoom and focus with these
Echo,
2 sliders, so we can actually see better.
Mike, Zulu,
Bravo
Sierra,
4,
Hotel, Bravo,
Echo 7.
Echo,
There we go. Now we're on Centaur.
Mike, Zulu,
Let's find Centaur.
Sierra, Mike,
Allocating resource. Progress. Initializing.
3, there's something... I don't know what I'm looking at. Cabling? 1, I can see something above 3's cabin. One of the power lines down. 1, are you there?
Oh shit.
Fuck. What the hell is that?
I can't see you from here, 1. What's going on?
It's above me. Shit, it's above me.
They're
It's over
here.
Station 3 too. They're here.
What's here? Jesus, 1, what the fuck is out there?
It's fine. It's fine. You'll be fine.
Oh, one just went offline.
Shit. Here's another signal. GCS7 equals E1 V5 M1. 1, what the hell?
E1 V5
It's flashing
M1.
urgent.
See what we got now.
1, 8, 9, 0, 4, 5, 4, 5,
Sacrifice. Uh-oh.
1, 8,
Received this
9,
callback with variables.
0, 4, 5,
Guys, are any of you walking around in that storm? That's crazy. You'll get yourself killed.
1, 8,
No one is outside. You're seeing things, 4.
I think we need the brackets for that. Hold on.
4, 5,
3. Number station 3. This is station 4. Do not go outside. Don't go out there. Stay inside. Lock up. Do not go out there.
Don't plan on it.
Guys, I'm shutting down station 5 and getting the fuck out of here. They took 6. Station 6 is fucking gone. Those things just ripped it out of the ground.
4,
Right, Alexander.
8, 9, 0, 4, 5.
All right, let's find out what happens now.
Three. James. The last signal hasn't sent. My terminal is going crazy demanding a response. I think the wind has misaligned the transmitter or something. We need to go out to it. Please, James. I'm sorry, but I can't get out. I'm trapped.
Okay, that's kind of creepy
You'll
because my
still be
name
able
is
to hear
actually
me, though.
James.
Go. Go.
what's happening. I don't want to be outside. Oh shit. So I can't go back in there. This way I go. Wasn't expecting this. Also, everything's a little out of focus. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Oh god, but what's gonna be out here? Alright, guess let's go up here. Like lose my glasses when I fell down or something? 'Cause I can't see.
My glasses!
Seriously.
I can't see without my glasses!
My glasses! I can't be seen without my glasses!
Let us continue. I have no idea where we're going. So far, there's not a lot out here. Surprise, surprise. Where the fuck am I even going? Transmission backup power. Start the generator. Oh yeah, we got another generator. Let's turn that bad boy on. Let's see if we can do anything else here now. Turned on the signal link. Turned on the amplifier. Transmit. What the fuck did that do? Hello?
I can't feel my legs, James.
Well, where are you? Do I go back? Or can we see what's over here? Is there a door? There's a door. I guess I'm gonna start walking back towards my cabin.
I'm so tired.
Those cars weren't there before. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go.
What are you doing? James, please.
Heading back.
He's coming back.
I have no idea what's going on here.
That's it. He's coming back.
But coming back for what?
James, everyone is waiting on you. You need to wake up.
Wake up.
These machines, they are your lifeline. Follow them, please.
James, go to them. Tell them what happened.
What the heck?
Mr. Asian, can you hear me? Welcome back.
Alright, so that was definitely a strange one. This time we actually got to walk around a little bit and explore a little bit more than just staring at a computer. And that kind of leaves us with some more questions than answers, to be completely honest. But the story is sort of starting to piece itself together. And so at this point, before we go into the finale, let me know in the comments if you kind of can see where the threads that are holding these stories together are. And as we go through the finale, we'll see those threads coming together and being pulled into one cohesive story. In this episode, you will notice a shift in the setting for my webcam, as this is the first episode that I shifted to using a green screen in the series. There are a few issues with the camera flickering a couple times, which can mess with the green screen on the camera, but other than that, it worked out pretty well. So without further ado, let's jump into episode 4, the finale, the last session. So all the other episodes have had the same intro. I showed it in the first episode. I haven't showed it in the other ones. More than likely this will be cut out because this is the same intro that it's been every single episode.
I think that's enough of that for now.
Maybe not. Okay.
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
What am I being observed for? Okay, apparently I'm in a wheelchair, so I don't have control, and he's pushing me.
This place must be starting to feel like home to you.
I mean,
don't worry.
What is this place?
Try and get you out of here eventually.
Hello, camera. And camera.
Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax, and we'll get started in a moment.
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready?
Yes.
Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
Okay. I'm assuming the red button.
This is subject 12/19/86/23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian.
James Asian.
As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination.
Is that what you call it?
Episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly.
Okay.
Let's try and do this one better, James.
So you're saying I'm just crazy?
Let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember.
Remember.
Your mind. It's like a conscious light bulb.
Okay.
It can show you your memories.
We've seen this before. If it's anything like the last one, flashing lights, warnings. But let's find out. Okay.
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station.
This is true. That is what happened in the last episode.
Locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake.
So they're saying I was in a coma.
Number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
56.
Type in the number,
10.
James. This is 20F. 12. 19.
12,
86.
19, 86.
23.
23.
04.
04.
Type in the numbers, James.
I'm typing them.
You gotta see this.
Enter.
Type in the numbers, James.
Oh, wrong enter key. Apparently my number pad enter doesn't work.
This is 20.
Turn this off. Code word reference report. Alright, let's find report. What did that say? That said something about a fatal accident. 20F, fatal accident. Pleasant Hill Forest Road, number of vehicles 2. So apparently we were in a car crash, slipped into a coma, and that's what's causing all of these things to happen to us, I guess. 20F, fatal accident. Let's zoom in and read this. The number of vehicles 2. Date and time was 2386. So that would be March 20th, 1986. There was a fatal accident, so I'm guessing the other driver didn't survive. Alright, so we have some circles. Those may come in handy. Accident description. Arrived on scene to discover 2 cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a bottle or a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. So drunk driving accident. Mr. Asian was questioned on scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. That's rough. So there's 3 lines circled, so I'm going to assume that's what I'm going to put in the computer. So let's do 20F-fatal accident for the first one. Line 2, empty whiskey. Out of control. Let's see if this is it. It is in all caps. Maybe that matters. Let's see if it's case sensitive or not. Okay. Analyzing file. Progress. Searching.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices.
Okay, what signal?
You have to face it, James. Finally.
7,000 FM. 7,000.
It's not likely. At all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years, and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this.
The door slams shut, plunging you into
this
darkness.
Asian guy. He's got something to hide.
A light flickers on. Oh boy. Alright, looks like we can actually walk around now. This doesn't make sense to you. It doesn't. Step out into the hospital ward, but it seems abandoned. Tape recorder is still recording. So we have drunk driving signs on the wall. Seems fitting. Oh, shit. Hello? Hello? Peekaboo. I'm guessing this is what made that noise. Ooh, I found a tape.
We found him lying there sobbing while his sister died in the car next to him. while Hennings died next to him. What the fuck was he thinking? She was still alive when we got to her. If he'd have done something, they could all still be here.
Okay, but not everyone knows what to do in those situations, not to mention fight or flight response. There's actually a third option. Some people freeze. And when you're in that type of intense situation, there's not much you can do sometimes. Let's go look through this window. Who's there? So, interesting enough, we also have this for our pause menu. Good to know. Alright, I see some keys. Let's see, can we open this door? Grab the keys from the table. They weigh heavy in your hand. I don't like this. At least the other ones didn't give me this much freedom to move around. I don't like this. Surgery, coma ward. Let's start heading back this way. Day room. Check it out. You spent most waking moments in here. Here's Stories Untold. So this is what we've been watching. That crafted, I guess, episodes 1, 2, and 3. And kind of fused them with Mr. Asian's reality. Alright, let's go through the big double doors then. Open them both up. The waiting area is dark, but you feel a presence right behind you. Oh no. Nothing there. Guys, I don't like this. Alright, let's check elsewhere. Huh. Don't. Stop. Alright, so all these are locked. I guess we gotta head towards this light. Can we go through these? Someone to get me out of here, please. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach. Yeah, I do. Ha! 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 Got you. Okay, that's bright.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male.
Okay, so this is me being brought in.
He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency
room.
ward. The other passengers died in the accident.
So that's the machines and stuff from
prepare for defib.
episode 2.
Charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules.
Let's go, baby.
Can we get this on the screen, please?
The screen. Let's turn on the screen. That's X-ray. Infrared. That's my eyeball.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Alright, amps to 10, 100 joules. Is that this thing? Get it to 100. We're losing him! There we go. Okay, we're at 100 joules, 10 amps. Charge! Clear!
Clear. No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher.
Okay, I got this now.
Joules. Keep the amp charged to 10.
Amp to 10, bring this up to 200 joules. I'm going. 200. Start.
Clear.
Oh.
Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal.
Oh, we got some heartbeat.
Let's keep going. Increase again.
360. Let's go.
360. Charge full.
360. Go.
Come on.
We're losing him.
Hurry.
We're losing him. Someone's got to invest in a faster dial. And clear.
Clear. Oh. Well, would you look at that?
Oh.
It seems we have a pulse.
Oh.
Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away.
X-ray, got that. All right, let's crack these off. Let's turn on the X-ray. Switch it to
Where
X-ray.
Are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
All right. X-rays. See what's going on.
looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage.
Oof.
We need to drain this now to relieve
No idea
pressure.
what that is.
Prepare for trepanation. Switch on a drill, please.
Drill on. Do you need the camera? Yeah, you need the camera. Let's drill it.
Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress.
Oh god, they're drilling me.
We need you to stay calm.
Oh no.
And relax while we go through these next steps. We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Oh boy. Back to episode 1, House Abandoned. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Look around. The room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There is a door to the hall. Go to the hall. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Can we drink the drinks? You aren't drinking someone else's drink. Get your own. I'm not that thirsty, so let's go upstairs. As much as you'd love to, you'd promise you'd stay downstairs with the party. You shuffle past people to get back to the living room. Talk to people. You exchange pleasantries, nod and smile. Nod and smile.
Like a person.
I am a person.
Of course, you're a person. We can do this, all right? And then we thought I can't carry on with that face. Look at it, I'm going to get nightmares with that face.
Go to kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. Let's go check it out. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. Eat some roast. Maybe later. Okay. Grab a drink. You pour yourself a drink. Nice to loosen up. Drink. Drink. You pour yourself a drink. Nice to... Okay, don't... Slow down there, buddy. There's a utility room and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here signaling you. Okay, so let's go talk to Jen. To Jen. You push through, apologizing over and over to get to Jennifer. You hug. You're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you're enjoying the party. Yeah, it's a blast. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Go get a drink. You pour Jen a drink, and one for yourself, too. Alright, we're just polishing this off. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. I believe so. Everything is packed and ready to go. She repeats herself, asking if you are ready for your trip. Yes. You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. This is what I said the first time. Another hug. Your family have really gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective, and maybe not fuck up so much. She's gonna miss you. You're gonna miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There is so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. I guess cheers, buddy. Oh, that burn's going down. Drink. You're pouring down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Drink. You're pouring down another drink. Anything to move the night along. One more drink. You poured out another drink. Anything to move the night along. Go to hall. You're about to go to the hall when you notice the utility room door is open. First, go to utility. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys. Ceiling to floor racks. A collector, although he does actually drink them too. There is a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. Look at the card. You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. I mean, we're in this deep, right? With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room around about you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You must really thank your dad for the whiskey. Exit. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Talk to Dad. He tells you he's proud of you and to go easy tonight. Early flight in the morning. You go back out to the hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way through, and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen, covered in blood. Go to Jen. She is staring straight at you. No one else notices. Call for help. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. Anybody? Help! Sorry, I don't understand. Jen. Sorry, I don't understand. Wake up. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Drink whiskey. Guessing that's Jen. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I'm so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her, now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable.
It's a rough situation to be in.
I don't want to see him.
Okay, so you are standing in the hallway. Something has stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Obviously, I should not be driving anywhere. I've had so many drinks. No. Too drunk. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Tell her no. Call a cab. Go to living room. You're sure your keys are in the living room? Oh boy. That's okay. That's not what I wanted. Living room has much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mum is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Go to mum. Okay. Look for keys. You need to look for them. They must be either in the kitchen or the living room. Friends in conversation, jackets and coats everywhere. Look in the jackets. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Car keys. In the pocket. You grab both. Alright, back to sister. Keys in hand, you head back to the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning, and no one else is in any fit state to drive. You can handle it, though. You know the roads like the back of your hand, don't you? That's new. Should be fine. You open the front door and walk into the freezing night. The cold air hits you and you're glad to have your jacket with you. There is a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house, and the car sits in the front of the house. Let's go to the car. You fumble with the car handle, confused, until Jen tells you maybe to use the key in your hand. It's probably a sign that you shouldn't be driving home. Like, call an Uber, call a cab, sleep it off. Anything else. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. Read note. The note is from your dad and reads, "Hi son, hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator around back and get power and lights on. Also, I found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy." So that's how episode 1 started. Was a note in the glove box in the car that read this from Dad. The car is freezing. Both you and Jen have your seatbelts on and are ready to go. It's time to go. Start the car. Try and turn the ignition with sheer willpower, despite holding the keys in your hand. Put keys in car. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the keys into the ignition. Turn key. You turn the key in the ignition and the car roars to life. Drive. The car squeals but stays stationary. Jen suggests releasing the brake, giving you a wide-eyed stare. So stop! Get out of the car. Release. Brake. You very hesitantly release the handbrake. But, well, first let's see, we have to turn on the lights. Turn on headlights. Okay, so we don't have to get that specific. Drive. You put the car in gear and pull out. Driveway. Like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't be driving. I am driving, very drunk, on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Shit. Turn right. You don't want to, but you had better ask Jen for directions. Talk to Jen. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left. Of course it's left. Of course. Why would it be anything else? Go left. Turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. Slow down. That's not what really happened, though, is it?
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling, "Crazy sister. Strange. There's a set of headlights coming directly at you. But really, really, like, slow motion. Swerve. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it.
James, for fuck's sake, pull over.
The lights merge in your car. The outside joins the inside. The whole world around you begins to scream.
The moment you lost it all. Your sister. Your parents.
All right,
yourself. And then you made it worse.
Apparently I did.
Show us what you did.
What did I do? You wake up in the car. Your world is upside down. Your seatbelt struggles against gravity, trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole into the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You're in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Release seatbelt then. You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump onto the roof of the car. Check on Jan. She's alive, but she's been hurt bad. She's trapped in the wreckage. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to you, your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car is smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You are standing, holding your whiskey, and your dad's note. Flashing lights are approaching at the distance. Put whiskey in blue car. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey. You then very deliberately spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence into his passenger seat. So we framed him. A circle of flashing lights around you, illuminating the crash, sight in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Look up. The lights are overwhelming. All other details are fading into the past. Okay, so these orbs, they must represent like the police sirens because they've had red and blue flashing. Look at person. The silhouette is a police officer and in uniform. He beckons you to approach. As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in your head increases. You fall to the ground at his feet.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me.
Have to remember.
You have to remember. It was all your fault.
It was all my fault.
I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives.
I'm sorry.
And then you couldn't even take responsibility.
It's not my
You
fault.
did the right
I mean,
thing for you and
it is.
no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it?
Very wrong.
Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James.
I don't want to. It was all my
Say
fault.
It. Tell them.
It was all my fault. I did it. I killed him. I am Dirty Dan.
Listen to yourself.
Say I'm Dirty Dan.
Escape. Escape.
It has to end, James.
No, I can get out of here. I can get out of here. You can't catch me. I run super fast.
Do not understand.
Okay.
This episode you're having must come to an end.
Okay. Stop recording. Nope. All of your episodes were recorded to tape. This is the 4th.
Go back to where we started.
Maybe in here? Where it all began? The only video they have, some horror compilation. Trash. I mean, I don't think it's trash. Back to where it all started. Alright, where are we going? This orb is still here. Can I... Certainly feels like an emergency. Yeah, kind of does. Alright, so we got to go back to where it all started. I washed my hands. This place, it feels pointless. At least we don't got COVID. I literally cannot find anywhere to go. I've been wandering around this place for a super long time. I can't find anything. I'm wondering if where it all began. Let's see if they did something real crazy, because I'm thinking it's the menu. All right, hear me out. They said I have to go back to where it all began. I cannot do anything in this room. So my only guess, because the menu here is all of this, I think I have to give up a coward. And I hope that is how this video is supposed to end. Because I honestly don't know. And what I would hate would be to not be able to jump back into the game where we left off if this isn't the end. But like I said, I've literally checked everything. And I don't have any other options. Okay. That worked, I guess.
Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect it'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Like, I don't know if that's how it's supposed to end. So confused. And there you have it. That is the entire Stories Untold, episodes 1 through 4 in its entirety. And man, that final episode really does pull those stories together and make you have to go back and think of the things that you may have missed the first time through. And it also includes a nice little PSA on why you shouldn't drink and drive. It's never worth it. Call an Uber, call a cab. Just it's not worth risking your life and the life of others on the road for doing something that's stupid. Overall, I think it's a really great story, and I'm glad you were here to experience it. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment on the video. If you've made it all the way to the end, make a comment with the word session somewhere down below. Mix it into a sentence somewhere. And subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this. And if you're still here wanting more content from me, why don't you click on my Subnautica playthrough right here. Start from the beginning there. Clearly you got a lot of time. You just finished this one. What are you waiting for? Do it.